Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm Colin Urbina, an instructor for continuing education at North Bennett Street School in Boston, Massachusetts.
Hi, I'm Erin Fletcher. I'm also a continuing education instructor at North Bennett Street School. What are we going to learn today, Colin?
Today, we're going to make a petal book or petal fold book. I've seen it called a star book, but I know that's also signed for something else. I'm not really sure what it's called, but it's really neat. So today, in order to make this, you're going to need 5 square sheets of paper, a glue stick, and some scrap paper so the surface you're gluing on doesn't get all sticky. So this is a really fun little book. I'm using origami paper for this. It works really well, and for demonstration purposes, it works great because it has one beautiful color and one blank side. You can also use 8.5 by 11 paper that you cut down to 8.5 by 8.5, like I've done here. And it opens up to be this fun, weird shape, right? In this case, I've used construction paper to add some different color covers, just so it feels more like a real book with covers and everything. You can also do different numbers, and I have mine folding in alternating directions here. So it makes this shape, but if you glue them all together facing the same direction, you can get something that unfurls like this. And I like it. Kind of reminds me of a spring flower. I think is really nice and pretty. So the way you're going to make this is you're going to take your piece of paper, you're going to flip it over to the blank side. You're going to fold it in half. You can see Erin there using a bone folder, which is a traditional bookbinding tool, which is nice if you have it, but you don't necessarily need one. Erin, how are you using that bone folder?
So what I'm doing is I'm folding my paper over, and then I take the bone folder and use the pointed side, and I pinch it down here in the center, and with some pressure, I drag it to one end, come back to the center, and drag it down to the other end. It's a nice tool if you have it. It makes a really clean, crisp fold, but using your hands for this project will work just fine.
So what Erin just did there is she opened her paper back up from the first fold, rotated it, and then folded it in half going the other way. And I'm just doing the same thing that Erin is doing with her bone folder, but with my finger. So once you folded it in half both ways, you're going to take it, rotate it so it looks like a diamond, and then fold it in half so it's a big triangle. And fold it along that axis. And you're going to open it back up, and you're going to, on this long fold we just made, we're going to invert that fold, which if you've seen our Turkish map fold video, it's going to be kind of familiar. And it's going to bring down those corners and then squeeze it. It can be a little finicky up here at the peak where all your folds meet, but just squish it down. You should have a little square. And then once you have a little square, put it on the table and just sort of make sure all those creases know where they're supposed to live. Then you have this one little cell that opens up. To make a full, I mean, you can make this as long as you want. You can make a super gargantuan one, but you can make a short little one. And today I'm just going to show you how to put 2 of these little pieces of paper together. And then that can eventually turn into a full book. So when you're gluing these together, take a sheet of scrap paper. I'm just using the catalog lying around that was sent to my house. Open up your book. Grab your glue stick. Now, an important point here is make sure you're gluing on a side, you're going to glue on one square here. Glue on the square that doesn't have a line running through the middle of it. Otherwise, your book won't open, and it will be weird. So, I'm just going to glue out this one square with my glue stick. I'm gluing sort of the edges first, and then I'm just putting glue on the rest of it. If you have one of those cool purple glue sticks where you can see all the glue that you've put on, that's great. But it's going to be okay even if you don't necessarily glue up all of it. Just do your best, you'll be fine. So once I have this all glued up, I'm going to get rid of my scrap paper so it doesn't get anything else gluey. I'm going to take my other little folded sheet. Again, take the square that doesn't have any folds on it. I'm going to align that so it lines up with the square that I just glued up. And again, it doesn't need to be perfect. It'll be okay. So to make sure that's stuck down, I'm just going to use sort of the flat of my fist here. And then it should be all glued. And I think it works pretty well. So this is one little cell. Like I was saying, you can make way more of these and put them all together, make a super long one. And it's a lot of fun. What do you think, Erin?
Yeah, it's great. It's very sculptural. And I think if you make a really long one, you could maybe use it as like party decorations.
That's true. I think that'd be really fun. Super cool. If you make one of these, let us know. You can follow us you can follow the school at NBSS Boston. You can follow Erin at Herringbone Bindery, and you can follow me at low_mountain. Show us what you make. We look forward to it.
Great. Thanks, Colin.
Thanks, Erin.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.